Cancer, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late March, early April 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's going on for the lovely Cancerians. I hope you're all doing fabulous, my friends. Let's shuffle it up one time, see what we have for you. Talk to me, my guides. What's up with Cancer, please? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. Let's get this first card out here. What's up with the Cancerians, please, my guides? Nice and quick, fast, and in a hurry. What's up? There we go. Thank you. All right, so we are starting with some High Priestess type of energy. That is very water sign type of energy for sure. And I always find this interesting when we start off a reading with her because there's a lot of layers. Now, before we start peeling back those layers, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the March subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Have a look here. So yes, technically she does look a lot different than the High Priestess card in the tarot deck, but a lot of the symbolism and the energy I get off this card leads me in that same direction. Notice she has that crystal ball. There's a key within it. There's a lockbox next to her. So we do think of someone that might hold the keys or the secret knowledge to things. That beautiful intuitive connection to energy is showing up here front and center. So for some of you, there might be something you're feeling in the ether. You could be extra sensitive. Now, everybody knows that water signs are very in tune emotionally and in tune energetically, but it could be heightened. So just know that in this time, you might be feeding off the energy of those around you. You might be feeding off the energy of specific places. So keep yourself energetically cleansed when she shows up. If not that, you might just feel something in the air, feel like something's coming. But let's get into tarot here. I'm going to get you 3 cards in the upright before we get the intuitive, juicy stuff going. Let's shuffle it up one time for you. And I always say with that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a footnote. Let's see what we got here for the Cancerians, please. So, last week's reading was titled A Massive Change. So it does seem like a lot of Cancerians, they're going through different cycles. A lot of things could be changing in big ways, whether it's things within the family, things within personal relationships, work, money. And life is all about never-ending change, but this one felt pretty intense last week. So if you have been going through changes, hopefully it hasn't been too rough on you. But we're going to see what we have for you this week. You know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone. So only take this reading how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your energy or somebody else's. Let's get you 3 cards, though. What do we got for Cancer, please? Thank you. Okay, we have the Star card. This is a pretty good way to start. This is wish fulfillment type of energy. Let's put that star right there. Let's get you 2 more. Positive, but I don't want to. All right, we have the 9 of Pentacles. This is a card that has been showing up quite a lot recently, that yearn for independence of some kind. Interesting. Let's get you 1 more. Good in regards to money. A lot of you could have a nice influx of money coming in. Okay, the Sword of Truth here. So we have a lot of air in this week's reading, my friend. So that could be a lot going on mentally in the mind. So let's get these cards straightened out. We're going to go through it. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get the juicy intuitive stuff. So first glance, like I was saying, initially we have 2 air elements right on the back end. We also have earth. The Sword of Truth, there could be a lot happening mentally for you in this time. You might be thinking more than usual or just have a very active mind. But we'll see where this goes, because it feels neutral so far. But position number 1, we have the Star card. Now, you might be connected to an Aquarius. You might have some Aquarian placements. I know in the zodiac right now, there's interesting things happening with Aquarius, Pluto moving in and all that, if you follow astrology. But the Star is, to me, a card of the future. It's that shining light at the end of the tunnel. It's a goal. It's a payoff. Now, of course, it could be wish fulfillment, like I said, something really good coming in, a wish come true. But we have to see what shows up underneath it. Now, it could represent someone's optimism. You might be very hopeful about something. Hey, you might feel a little destitute. Your hope might be in the gutter a little bit. It all depends on what shows up. But when I see this card, it generally is a softer energy if it's not representing an Aquarius. but a card of the future, something happening down the line. So we'll see what that's about as we press forward. Now, getting to the second card, we have the Nine of Pentacles. This has been showing up for a lot of different signs this week. When I see this card, I think of somebody who is in money mode, pentacle mode. This could speak about your material abundance. This could speak about finances, and it bodes well. This could be good influxes of money and finance. I like it as just material abundance. Now, all cards are a double-edged sword. They all have positives and negatives. The negatives or the challenges with this card could represent an individual that's a bit too stubborn, a bit too set in their ways. And it is also that lone wolf syndrome where somebody is wanting independence. Like, I can do this on my own. I want to do this on my own. So for some of you, that might be channeled in the realm of starting your own business of some sort. We'll just have to see. But it is a positive card. Now, the reason I'm trying to stay neutral about all this is this sword of truth here on the back end could really switch up the game. Because the energy right here in the front is feeling like softer. But this sword can, I don't want to say it could wreak havoc. I'm not trying to be negative or anything, but it could be harsh sometimes. Now, all aces are opportunities. The Ace of Swords can speak about mental clarity, seeing things clearly. It's honesty. It's truth. It's just straight up, no nonsense, no BS. But as with all sword cards, there's a level of seriousness attached to here. So whether it's issues or situations, we really want to clarify this and see what it is. But the big things with this is someone's mind state or how they communicate. So the clarifier for this Ace of Swords is going to be extremely important. And like I said at the first glance, the fact that we have two cards of the mind could be important here with the double air on the ends. So with all that being said, I want to dive deeper on all of it, Cancer. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here. Let's see what's going on, my guides. Talk to me. What do we got for Cancer, please? And yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that star. And if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why this box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Cancer, you could drop it down in the comments. I don't mind at all. You won't be stepping on my toes. All right, star card. Why is it here? Why is the star here for Cancer, please? Yeah, slowly but surely. It really might feel like something is taking like forever and a day. Okay? Whether it's progress, whether it's a goal you have, or something might be moving so slow that you feel like nothing's changing at all, which is interesting. When I saw huge changes in last week's reading, we have the Knight of Pentacles in the upright underneath the star. Now, aside from something that might not be moving to your liking, or something that's just like, oh, it feels like it's stuck in the muck, like it's dragging. Some of you might have that energy about you where it's like, ugh. Like thinking about how long it's going to take to do something, or like it feels heavy, it feels like a lot. But for another portion of you, I have to say this could be some exciting news coming in as well, because the Knight of Pentacles, it's similar to the Page of Pentacles where it could be a messenger. Okay, so when I see it underneath the star, depending on how the rest of this reading plays out, this could be exciting news or an exciting message coming in, because we do have messages and communication here. So there could be really nice things rolling in, specifically in the money realm, or if you're connected to an earth sign. But we're going to keep pressing through the reading. This feels good, but I did get a little bit of frustration here at the speed at which something is moving, or just like something feeling heavy, like, oh, that's going to take so much work. I don't even know how I'm going to get there. Let's keep moving. We're going to go in on that Nine of Pentacles now, because we are getting a lot of this earthy energy, which isn't bad energy for a water sign reading. But let's see why that 9 is here. What's that Nine of Pentacles here? All right, the deck is being specific now. There we go. Yeah, Eight of Swords in reverse. So some of you might just be deciding to like not let something bother you anymore. Interesting, because as we are talking about the mindset and anxiety and nervousness, we'll see how it plays out when we get to this Ace of Swords. But when I get the Eight of Swords in reverse under the Nine of Pentacles, someone's mind state could be improving, or they could be trying to do so. Like, all right, I'm going to see things more optimistically, or I'm going to look at the silver linings of things. This could be somebody resolving to change how they look at a certain situation, or how they look at life in general, right? That's a big energy I'm picking up here. Like, listen, I'm going to look at the bright side of things from now on. This feels like it could be good. Once again, another little sub message, like with the exciting news, and then the Eight of Swords in reverse under the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like there could be some sort of burden, something that may have been bothering you for a long time that could come up off your shoulders. We have good energy here of wins and victories, okay? In various different ways, specifically money, but it could be other things. It could be a relationship and work and stuff like that, but there could be various wins and victories of the big kind here with this alleviation, okay? But yeah, there is this optimism showing up in this spread as well. I always get that when we get this Eight of Swords in reverse, okay? Like somebody feeling free, okay? Especially under like this independent type of energy, there could be this freeing type of energy, especially if good or exciting news comes in. Let's see what's up with that Sword of Truth on the back end, though. See what's up with that Ace of Swords. Sometimes that Ace of Swords could be cutting certain things off, changing certain things. So why is that Ace of Swords here? Thank you. And here he is, the Page of Pentacles. So just like I was saying, we're picking up a similar energy with that Knight of Pentacles in the beginning. Okay. This could be some sort of serious conversation that needs to be had, or you might need to get something off your chest here. Okay, there could be something you've been holding in for quite a while that you just need to get out. You need to get off your chest. And I was picking that up in like some earth sign readings as well. But when I get this good news coming in, or a talk of some sort with all this communication on the back end, that's what I'm feeling. Like someone needs to clear their mind. Somebody, either it's a serious topic with this Ace of Swords, or somebody needs to clear their mind. Once again, I'm getting a secondary message here, because this is telling me that a new venture could really take off for a lot of Cancerians. Like with the Ace, with the Page of Pentacles, these are all good things of the new. So if you're learning a new skill, starting a new business, whatever it is that might be in the early stages, is extremely beneficial and could blossom right here on the back end. So it feels good. But for a portion of you, you might need to clear your mind. You might need to have a serious talk or an important talk with somebody. That's just the vibe I'm picking up here on the back end. Big earth sign connection. So if you are connected to an earth sign, they are all over this spread. Let's go through. I'll give you a quick little recap, then we'll get into the shadow card. So I will say this, Cancer, there could be a couple of challenges here, but for the most part, I'm picking up a more optimistic undertone. In position number one, we have the Star card with the Knight of Pentacles. Just to mention, this spread is half earth, half air. So money things, your mind might be going, you could be thinking or focusing on money quite a bit with this elemental mix. But position number one, I feel like it's one of two things. This could be somebody who's a little frustrated at the speed something's moving, or the speed at which something is moving. Like it's going to take forever to get this done, or it's going to take forever to get there. But another thing here, it felt like good news coming in, okay, especially with all this communication we have. So a lot of you could receive some sort of exciting news, specifically if it's connected to work and money, but it could be other things. Now, moving to the center, we have the Nine of Pentacles with the Eight of Swords in reverse. To me, this did feel like somebody resolving to change how they view things and change how they look at things. Like, I'm going to take a wider approach. I'm going to look at the silver lining. I want to be more optimistic in general. So Spirit might be nudging you to do that. Another vibe I'm picking up here is that of freedom, something coming off of one's shoulders, being alleviated. And that kind of ties in with what we have here on the back end, the Ace of Swords with the Page of Pentacles. Now, that is an amazing sign for starting new things, new ventures, new cycles. Absolutely. But I feel like a lot of you might need to have a serious or an important talk to clear your mind, get something off your chest. If you don't have anything on your mind at this moment, it's all good. But there might come a time in the next few days or weeks where something pops up and you should not suppress it. You should speak about it. Specifically serious topics, or if it's weighing on your mind. So please take a screenshot of that. I'm going to get you into the shadow card now. Interesting spread this week, my friends. I don't normally see the air and earth mixture. Usually there's a few other things sprinkled in, so your mind just might be on the money more than usual. But let's get you one shadow card here. What's in the shadows for Cancer? Please and thank you. Definitely the energy of winds in this spread as well. Hey, we got our good friend, the King of Cups, aka Kyle of Cups in the shadows. Interesting. And this one does have a beard, but it looks like tentacles, all right? Not my style of beard. But the King of Cups, this is a card that could represent the Cancer collective. It doesn't matter if you're male, female, or anything in between. And what do we think about with this card? Emotional control, controlling how one handles emotions and works through them, processes them. That's a big thing with the King of Cups. For a portion of you, there could be some sort of emotional scar or past romantic connection or attachment that could still be weighing on some of you. But when I see the King of Cups in the shadows, aside from those messages, it is all about controlling or tending to one's emotions, not letting them fester, processing them in a positive way. So in this time, just like we saw within the reading itself, it is extremely important that you don't suppress, you don't let things fester, that you handle them as they come up in a healthy way. That's what we're seeing with this King of Cups. If not, maybe it's something about how you look at yourself as well, like your self-confidence, your self-worth. So do with that what you will, Cancer. That's what I have for you this week. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the March subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the February subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced in my community tab after this week's fire and air sign readings. But for March, I'll be giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Tarot of the Owls. This is a new deck and it is absolutely awesome. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments out of this week's reading, which card spoke to you the most. At the end of the month, the winners will be in the community tab. Once again, my friends, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.